What a scene. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense will have first crack at this one. Guys, Arizona State just took the Territorial Cup and just beat Arizona about the head and shoulders with it. 35-0 at halftime last year. And you've got to think that Arizona has spent every day since plotting their revenge.
I mean, you talk about like frying pan to the head. 640-plus yards of offense a year ago. Like, it was embarrassing. Arizona State did what they want, how they wanted, when they wanted, running, throwing, whatever it was. Arizona has a lot to be embarrassed about, and I'm looking forward to this football game.
Yeah, we had a chance to see all the playmakers for Arizona State, too, in that game a year ago, right? It was Levitt at quarterback, Scatterwood running back doing this thing. The only piece of bad news for Arizona State in that game was they lost their best wide receiver, Jordan Tyson, to injury. He wouldn't play in the Big 12 title game or in the playoff. But this is an Arizona State team that is still loaded offensively, and they're looking to light up the scoreboard.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got a man. It's Tyson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moss. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He's going to let it go. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
And the Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Arizona's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are 2 of the best in the entire country.
Pulls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Caught in the backfield. It's Burnett. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the back. There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. The first time the Sun Devils and the Wildcats met, Arizona wasn't even a state yet. It was 1899.
Reese Davis, a college football aficionado, and a history buff, too. Great history between these two schools there.
Yeah, and it goes back, obviously, that long. So many classes, so much hatred. It's beautiful when rivalries really matter, and it matters to the people in Arizona.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Sun Devils want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a on the line, ready to run another play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quickly complete. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The inside handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is excellent. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
From the gun, give on the inside. Turning on the Jets. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I wanted. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pocket breaking down, and they fail to hook up on third down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball. But that time, there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go. And as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabs it in the middle. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the grab, it's Udo. Oh, I'm out of space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tyson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Immediately fires to the middle. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Arizona runs out the punt team. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here, too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, all the tradition, all of the bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in the fight for the Territorial Cup. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Arizona and Arizona State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Arizona comes out with it. First down. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hudson. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. Flying down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. He got a step and just dusted the field.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got the quick completion. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the catch. It's Tyson. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Back to throw, it's Fafita. That's caught, it's Patterson. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the deep...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirt. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. With the catch, it's McClain. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Moss. There he goes. He's at the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
The offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Sets up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Dropping back, it's Levitt. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. And the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Caught, close to the marker, it's Tyson. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Hunter. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Arizona right back to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hudson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Under heat, he gets rid of it. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage.
A shot toward the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give and tick, 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 tick. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back to throw, it's Levitt. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Timeout, Arizona.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football. You've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
They punted away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Fafita.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He goes out of bounds, big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got it right where you want it.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB strikes it. No gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Fafita. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10.
Arizona State.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big play.
He'll go down, and a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. So the latest edition of the Duel in the Desert in the books, and Arizona State will take home college football's oldest rivalry trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.